Hello everyone, welcome back with another session of social studies. So we will continue the same chapter, that is the major landforms. Now today our topic of discussion is plateaus. Now in the previous day we have discussed a major type of landform, that is mountains. So today we will discuss about plateaus. Now let's see. Before starting, so what is a plateau? A plateau is an extensive area of high elevation. So high elevation, that means it is higher than the plain flat lands. Okay, rising steeply from the surrounding lowland. So basically, in easier language, we can say that a plateau is a higher land that is higher than the flat plain areas but lower than the mountains. Alright. Now, it is also called a tableland. Alright, so it is also called a tableland. Now, some plateaus have steep slopes on one side and gentle slopes on the other side. So that means it's not that like the mountains, as mountains are higher and they are comes in chain forms and all. So these plateaus, it's not that it is steep everywhere. So in few areas it is steep and in few other areas it is a bit gentle. So it is higher than the plain, but it's not so much steep in all the areas. Alright, now for example, if we see the Deccan Plateau in India has a steep slope in the west part and a gentle slope in the eastern part. Okay, so in the western side of the Deccan Plateau it is a bit steep, it is a bit higher, but as we come in the eastern direction, so it is a bit gentle. That means it is a bit lower. Alright, so it extends over hundreds of kilometers. See the photos here, see the photographs, so you can understand. So it extends over hundreds of kilometers. It's not that it is located in a very small place and all. So it extends hundreds of kilometers. Alright, now some plateaus are surrounded by mountains on all sides. So as we have these mountains, some in few areas it is steep, in few areas it is gentle. The same way we have some plateaus which are surrounded by the mountains on all sides. Now for example, if we see the plateau of Tibet, we also call it the Tibetan Plateau. Alright, so it is called the roof of the world. Now the Tibetan Plateau is surrounded by the mountains on all sides. If you see the picture, you will understand properly. So this Tibetan Plateau is surrounded by mountains on all sides. Alright, and that's why it is also called the roof of the world. So why it is so? It stretches approximately 1000 kilometers north. So in the northern direction, it's around 1000 kilometers north to south, and 2500 kilometers east to west. So it stretches for a huge area. Alright, and it is the world's highest and largest plateau. Alright, so if somebody asks you which is the highest or the largest plateau, you can easily say the Tibetan Plateau or the Plateau of Tibet. Okay, now next, that is, so plateaus are mostly found in areas which have rain shadow of the mountains. So because of the presence of these plateaus in the rain shadow of the mountains, so that's why they receive very little rainfall. They receive very little rainfall. Now their high altitudes keep the climate cool. But as we have studied that plateaus are a bit steeper than the plain areas, so they have high altitude. So that's why the areas are a bit cool. It's not so much hot. Alright. So, but still on the other hand, they have less rainfall. So that's why there is very little vegetation. So the percentage of vegetation is very little. Alright. Now, except all these, plateaus have grasslands and that are used for grazing cattle and sheep. Alright, so all these are the important informations about the plateaus. Now next move on to the next part, that is the importance of plateaus. Now in what ways these plateaus are important to us? First one, some plateaus have grasslands that are useful for grazing cattle and sheep. So different type of cattle, sheep, cows, and all these are grazed in those areas because of the presence of those grassland. Alright, so they get their fodder also from those areas, so it's easier for them. Okay, now some plateaus are rich in mineral resources. Yes, as we have discussed, in the mountains areas also, in few areas minings are done. The same way, these plateau areas are also rich in minerals. Okay, so for example, the Chota Nagpur plateau in India. So in those areas, different minings are done, and those mineral resources we get, that is gold, silver, all right, then mica, then iron, all these things. Now, which is the most important occupation of the people? So mining is the most important occupation of the people living in the plateau areas. So because of the presence of these different mineral resources, mining is the most important occupation in these plateau regions. Alright, so people can earn money, people can work in these mining sectors, in these mining lands. Alright, so these are the important features of these plateaus. Understood, everyone? So I hope this session helped you a lot to understand about these plateaus. See you in the next session. Bye bye.